Welcome back to Orwell. Let's read the news. Suspect about bombings of the Run Delacroix under fire. Good. Investigators present fugitive suspect in bombing Botton's case. Secretary of Security Delacroix under fire by opposition for failure to make an arrest. Yep, Nina M. Is that the same profile picture Interesting. They are using the exact same picture I put here, which I'm happy about because that specifically makes sure they point out the fact that she is ex-military. That's important to me because that is something that they should be in part of. Yeah, a veteran of the Army. Despite an early arrest in the Botton bombings case, police have narrowed their search for a lead suspect in the case, Nina M., pictured above. A veteran of the Army is suspected to have built, placed, and detonated devices at the Freedom Plaza, Stellingen University, and the Circle Mall. Material for over a half a dozen homemade devices have been found at her flat. Strongly supporting the claim that M is indeed the perpetrator. Another reason her kid was with not her this past week when she was supposed to be on sick leave. Despite special forces attempting to arrest the perpetrator, Nina M. has evaded police capture and is now on the run. Sparking a nationwide search for the former military veteran, the security blunder has cast a shadow on investigative efforts, which have been reported to involve a specialist team under the control of Secretary of Security Catherine Delacroix. Oh, that's who my boss is? I'm glad I'm doing a bad job. I'm glad it reflects upon her so well. Delacroix is now highly anticipated to give a statement as to how the suspect was able to escape and what the next steps to ensure the safety of the nation will be. The opposition has latched onto this failure, demanding that Delacroix step down from her role in the statement. In a statement to the National Beholder, opposition leader Michael Rutherford claimed that Delacroix has stubbornness in all the wrong places and that Delacroix has taken the wrong approach in this regard. People have lost their lives and are still endangered thanks to her. More on the story as it unfolds. Ugh. Plus everything going on with that. Heavy rainstorm ravages Botton and Fairview. Strong squalls of low Matilda uproot trees damage cars and buildings in the Botton Fairview area. 4 people get injured. Firefighters called more than 300 times. Jesus. Forecasts had predicted bad weather for Saturday, but no one had been expecting harrowing results of this magnitude. Trees were uprooted in the Botton Fairview area, obstructing streets and burying cars underneath them. Luckily, there have been no casualties reported, with only 4 people being injured. In contrast to that, the material damage is expected to reach into the millions. Firefighters in the area were called to more than 300 operations and temporarily had a hard time to respond. Meteorologists have confirmed the storm caused by low Matilda is among the 10 worst raised storms in the history of Botton and Fairview since the very beginning of weather recordings. Oh boy. And then finally, exclusive interview with gym founder Ronson. Our very own Jeffrey Paxton got the exclusive chance to interview gym founder Tyler Ronson after he opened his 100th fitness studio. Your startup just opened the 100th gym in the nation. How does that make you feel? Good! The Projection magazine reported you actually went to the grand opening in person to test out all the equipment. Let me emphasize this. Every single piece. By yourself before you could give the green light. Is that accurate? Of course. Did that in every gym studio I've ever opened. Really? You must be kidding me for sure. I do not kid. So, I understand you come from a pretty poor background. Your family had 6 children to feed, and your father was unable to find work for a large amount of your childhood. How did you overcome these obstacles to become a nationwide respected entrepreneur? My father always told my brothers and me, boys, there is not a problem you cannot solve. Go out to face whatever hinders you and punch it in the face as hard as you can. So I did exactly that. An interesting metaphor. It is not a metaphor. What do you mean by that? I went out to the bank of my parents. They were highly in debt to this bank. I went straight to the manager and I punched him in the face as hard as I could. I have to admit, I'm surprised to say the least. What effect did this have? At first he went down pretty hard, hit his head on his glass table. But when he recovered, he was impressed by my strength and my boldness. He suggested an investment model for a gym chain. I then came up with the name Gym. So what does Gym stand for anyway? I think you've never told anyone. Will you tell our readers? It stands for Gym. It's all capitals because I thought it would look like it had more energy that way. I mean, I'm just glad he's succeeding in life, honestly. And all the power to him. Whew, that is something. Well, Lodgel, Law Offices of Joseph Langley. Profile. After my release from prison, I got involved in a violent knife fight and was facing a jail term for parole violation. Joseph submitted a plea for mitigation, which was granted. Now I'll just spend 6 months in community service. Then I'll be free man again. Why is this? Great. Here's another picture showing his age a little bit more there, which is important. He is like 32. Oh, 2017. Born the same year as me. 17 plus an 8. He's 20. I can math. Shut up. It takes me a second. 25. 25 is not bad. He just... Why does he look ancient if he's 25? Never mind. He wasn't born in 92. He graduated from university in the year I was born. Wow. It has been 25 years since he graduated university. He is too old for the woman he is dating. Joseph Langley studied criminal law at Stellingen University in Boston. Instantly after his graduation in 1992, Joseph Langley partnered with Catherine Delacroix, a fellow student who is now officiating as Secretary of Security in the government, to found a criminal law enforcement office of their own, Delacroix and Langley Legal. Oh, we're going to start making a profile for Catherine Delacroix. Good. Wow, I didn't even know she had a law career going before she actively joined politics. Mr. Langley definitely has been around. Uh-huh. So far, so good on Mr. Langley's background, excluding the connection to Delacroix. Everything seems unsurprising. What we need to know right now are his connections to Abraham Goodfellas, and possibly the other members of Thought. Uh-huh. When Miss Delacroix realized her ambition for politics in 97, she and Mr. Langley decided to part ways. Joseph Langley kept his office, which is renamed to the Law Offices of Joseph Langley. Since then, Joseph Langley has taken the side of the defense in the court innumerable times. His record includes everyday cases as well as high-profile media-fueled trials. That is true. We already know about this? Yeah. Year abroad in Argentina in 1990, sure. Military service in 1983. That's fascinating. I doubt that means he has any combat experience. Yeah, good for you. I'm not putting anything out of the question. Expertise! My wife made a complaint about me being abusive, and I got charged with assault and battery for it. I turned to Joseph Langley, who successfully impeached her credibility. The scales of justice tipped in my favor thanks to this man. I really fucking hope that that was the actual case and not you are abusive and now it's worse. You have experience you can rely on. Areas of engagement. Joseph Langley knows how to handle cases of various complexity. In his many years as a justice advocate, he has gained invaluable skills in a widespread area of the law. He engages in cases of the following areas: assaults, violent crimes, domestic violence, drug possession, gun possession, driving under influence, corruption, contract violations, forgery, fraud, and entity theft, copyright infringements, parole and probation violations. For Hendricks. Elwood Hendricks. I don't know who that is. Joseph Langley's track record includes the Lion's Share scandal, which received nationwide media coverage in 2010. In that case, he defended construction entrepreneur Elwood Hendricks, who had taken on a government contract for highway construction. When it became apparent his road pavement was of inferior quality than paid for, Hendricks' firm became subject to corruption investigations. Joseph Langley took on the defense for Hendricks, during which he was able to convincingly argued that Hendricks had actually acted on behalf of the Secretary of Transportation Greenway, who had taken the largest part of the money put aside in the fraudulent process. The case ended with a minor sentence for Hendricks, whereas Greenway had to step down and was sentenced to imprisonment. Yet another one where it's like, was that actually what happened? Or did they just find a way to pin it all on him? Yeah, I remember perfectly well. No way anybody missed the case at that time. Well, I did. It was either courageous or dumb. Seemingly it turned out to be the former for some time. Now it might be the latter. Okay. Contact. My son was charged for reportedly having dealt drugs at his school. Joseph Langley was able to convince the jury that was all a big misunderstanding. Jeffrey is now a carefree boy again. Mr. Langley truly is a tower of strength when it comes to criminal law. Toll-free number, facing criminal charges. Never bet or rely on luck when it comes to criminal charges. That's true. Bet on us. I don't know. If you require assistance, consultation. Okay. Our offices are located in the heart of Boston. Come visit us at there. Please contact us in advance to schedule an appointment. Thank you. Great. Is there anything more on the reader? Doesn't look like it. Nina, Shim, Sims. Oh, right, that one. Oh, Cassandra. That's an uncomfortable thing. Have you taken your... Nope, we're not grabbing that. Aha! Got an important appointment tonight. Thursday. Yeah, what was he doing Thursday? That's important. Is that the only one from that? Okay. That. Hey, wise ass. I have no idea who you are and why you suspect us of being involved in the Boston bombings. Were these usual circumstances? I was missing what we were reading. Wouldn't care less about a weirdo like you. But you just told me in your last email you would now tend to another. We'll have a look at the TNB. Is this the person you wanted to tend to? Soon enough, you will have some serious explaining to do, and it won't be me if you get what I mean. Lucky you, I'm not ready to continue this ridiculous battle or whatever this is. Now, we've all made ourselves comfortable in the same sinking ship. I want to suggest something better than battling each other. That's not true. Initially, it's not in this sinking ship, Harrison. You're trying to talk real tough, but you're doing it in a hole covered in this your own shit going, well, as you can see, we are both covered in my shit. And that's just not true. You're the only one covered in shit here. I want to suggest something better than battling each other. You claim to be righteous, then be your righteous. Save me. Become a member of thought. You're just asking to be saved. You said you're not on the government side. I dropped my pen. So why not be on ours? No, obviously not that. But I'm willing to put in that the invitation happened. Whether or not we get response. Well, whoa! I thought Mr. O'Donnell left thought. Now he's actively recruiting for the group? Makes it seem unlikely. Yup. That's him for you. Am I talking to Joseph Langley? Hello there. Yes, you are. And who would you be? I'm Juliet, Cassandra's friend. We spoke a couple of days ago. Yes, of course. Hey, Juliet, how can I help you? Honestly, I don't know where to start. By the way, I heard from Cassandra. I'm sorry I didn't get back to you yet. Really? That's good. Where is she? Jail. It's not so good. She got arrested. What? Why? I was informed Cassandra had been taken into custody. Apparently, they have new evidence regarding the attack on that officer. I tried call immediately, but they claimed she didn't want to talk to me. That's their official statement. Where did they suddenly dig up new evidence from? You telling her. Sorry, Juliet. You're the new evidence. I have no idea, but they've just had it with their... But I've just about had it with their shenanigans. It's just so annoying that I can't talk to her. I've been trying every precedent I know to get in contact with her. Joseph, this sadly aligns perfectly with another incident. You've probably read the TNB today. You mean about the Boston bombings perpetrator? Yeah, the woman suspected the bombings, Nina. She's a friend and also a member of our group, Thought. You're right, that is very troubling. Come to think of it, Abraham asked me for a favor for someone called Nina once, quite some time ago. Hope it wasn't this Nina. Might well be. I doubt Abe knew many other people named Nina. What was the favor for? Oh, it was a small thing, nothing of importance. Favor for Miss Madanova. This could be important. Follow this lead. I am. I just spoke to Harrison, another member of our group. We agree the police might be investigating us next. They might be on to everyone in Thought now. They might lock us up straight away. I mean, can they do that? Well, even with the safety bill in place, they still need solid indication you're at all involved in the actual bombings. Although honestly, I'm not sure what constitutes a solid indication these days. Me neither. Is there anything we can do? That you can do, maybe? Not as much as we want him to. Juliet, I appreciate that you have come to me. It really is worrying, and I would take this on immediately, were it not for Cassian. I made the mistake to set false priorities once. I owe Cassandra to get her out of this. Okay. I like that. Joseph, Nina had to flee because she knew the police would not go lightly on her. We might be next. Oh well. If I'd be in the situation, I'd be trying to get my girlfriend out there too. Yeah, especially with... Anyway. I need time to read into some more specialized codes of law again. Write some emails, see if there's legal limbo or basically anything I can do for Cassandra. Maybe I'll come across something that might help you as well. After all, these cases seem connected. That's all I can offer. I hope you understand. I do. It's kind of a relief. Thank you. I wish I could do more. I'll let you know. Okay, bye. Goodbye, Juliet. Aha. Harrison's got new stuff too. Well, let's start with Joseph. What do we have for time? Oh, we got plenty of time. Interesting. Ah, this is Abraham. Hello, Joseph. I assume you know who I am. It has come to my attention that one of your clients, a certain Cassandra Watergate, is currently held in investigative custody. Apologies. As far as I'm informed, the both of you have some kind of liaison. Well, this is not of my concern. It's heartbreaking to know lovers are apart from each other. I'm in a position to change that. If you deliver incriminating material for a person named Abraham Goodfellas, a member of an activist group of thought, of whom I know you have been in contact with, let me know if you're willing to assist me in this, and I'll see if Cassandra receives a helping hand as well. Interesting. Unknown person in contact with Joseph Langley. Is this our hacker friend again? Honestly, it could be. Wouldn't surprise me. Urgent request. Laverne, please excuse me mailing you on a Sunday. I have an urgent matter at hand. I'm driving to the office now and I need to use my private notebook. Can you please unlock the PC ID, MAC address, blah, for our local network and server for me? Thank you and have a nice Sunday, Joseph. Oh, there was one thing I needed to mention. The head engineer warned me that apparently there was a glitch that caused devices we were monitoring to malfunction at times. You needn't worry, though. This issue has now been fixed. I'm actually more worried now. Joseph, it's done. Don't work too much. Laverne. Troubling. Very troubling. But answer me this. How can I join thought when I'm already a part of it? Send me your answer. Find me to get Express Security Flaw News. What the fuck? Okay, you look like a pug. Sure. At least we got a picture for you now. That's not the dog we're looking for. You don't know that. Jesus, start taking things seriously, will you? No. He is a warrior of the web. Points out security flaws on timeline. Sure. No comment. Neat. Go for it. We know your birthday. That's definitely when you were actually born. Makes perfect sense. Kind of old for a hacker. Perhaps he's a little green alien living on a swamp planet. Yes, it's Yoda. That's why he's a pug. Thank you. Clearly, that is his actual job and interest. And he lives on the interwebs. So he's hacking because he finds this entertaining. Can you explain to me what's entertaining about defacing and breaking stuff? The act of doing it. Do you... Somebody's got pent-up emotions they need to deal with. And shit likes lacy passwords. That tracks. National bread eating Olympics, Jesus Christ. And so it begins. The Web Warrior hereby declares data wars on all of you. Data wars? What's data wars? Tell apart what's right or wrong about me and here, and thou shalt be rewarded. It's a trap. See what I did there? Taking my trophy to the next copy shop to print it in large font and hang it over my bed. You made my day. That's exactly what that bitch deserves. Really like what you're doing, my friend. Thanks, man. Must serve. Community, listen, everyone. Horn versus Horn. Nishi made a little game for you. I call it Horn versus Horn. It'll be available for everyone to play soonish. Those of you who want to play it right now, drop me a line. I'll get you invited to the beta test. Close, damn it. D6, I lose at this every single time. Are you not entertained? You're cheating. No way, Jose. My game is entirely fair. You need to play as much as you need to improve your... Oh, god damn it. Speak words that are words. Open letter to Victor Rosen. Dear Victor, you are my idol. Oh, god, is Victor Rosen the Elon Musk? You god. Okay. You are my idol. Let's really get the incel vibes going here. You are my idol. I really admire you and your style. You've got an awesome tech company you call your own. The U's, the lowercase i's, make me want to scream. This has got to be a kid who just doesn't understand. He's got his heart in the right place, but his head doesn't... He doesn't understand enough outside his own world yet. Tech company you call your own and wear shiny snake leather boots that have probably been assembled by children in Yustvikaya. So many hipsters look up to you, wanting to be just a little bit more like you. There's not much more a man could want in life. Something is bothering me, though. As the bright star of the tech world, you've got to improve your security. Look, if I used a login like, I don't know, frozen and password da-da-da-da-da, it would be a big deal. No one would give a damn, but for a luminous figure like yourself, just imagine what would happen if someone who's nothing as benevolent as myself would find those out and post them openly, say on timelines or on any other special social media platform. Embarrassing, wouldn't it be? So we just got Victor Rosen's sign-in password, and I'm not allowed to do anything with that? It's because he's part of the people paying me. All I demand in return is to have a chat with you personally. There's something that has been bothering me for quite some time now, even though... Fucking fruit flies. I got a glimpse into the Rose and Ivy Tower already. I feel like that's not true. He's talking about because he hacked, but sure. You were never available, so let's give that another try. I use a chat tool. Of course he would have gone there. Everyone I know who's remotely into tech or programming wants to work there. Which is quite mind-boggling to me. They actually hire a lot of interns and only very few people ever get permanent contracts. Shocking. I use a chat tool called Silent Scream. I've written that myself, which will connect to any other chat tool. So use whatever you like. My nick for Silent Scream is Root. Look forward to hearing from you. I can imagine Rosen kicking butts with his leather boots right now. What the fuck, that for real? For real as myself. Tried the password, didn't work. Fake? He probably changed it ASAP. He ever get into that chat with you? No, no chat, no message, nothing. Bummer. I thought so highly of him. Okay. Oh, new information on Harrison's timeline, you say? What the fuck? Off to a slow start on this chilled Sunday morning. This is going to be my day. I can fucking feel it. Oh, in case anybody does recognize someone next to me, let me know. Just kidding, very obviously. Don't be mad at me, Marcia. This is the life you get when you get good money from the national corrupter. I get it now. Yeah. Not wrong. Ooh, new contact. Where's the new contact? There's no new contact. Why was it red? It's not red anymore. Great! Back to the listener. We never did finish this, that's true. Just got a picture for Initiate and moved on. Oh, did we not... He's a member already. Why didn't we find any hints of this history with thought then? Hold on. Just a thought. What if initiates the dude in the middle with his hands in the air? Or the girl with the white hair and the hat? Who knows? Could be. Anything, really. Eventually, we're going to have to check out Joseph Langley's computer. Looks like it might be in next episode. I have not been in contact with Abraham Goodfellow for a long time. I cannot meet your demands. I will deliver additional information on members of the activist group of thought. Only if you mind our agreement. Cassandra Watergate must be set free tomorrow, not a day later. So Joseph Langley is willing to give up everyone for Cassandra, which is interesting. Didn't expect him to give in so easily. Let's wait and see where this goes next time he talks to members of thought. Yep, that's how I feel as well. To your computer. Alright. Mails. Office mails. Our meeting. Dear Mr. Yang, I would like to thank you for the business meeting. It was great to finally meet you in person. Your case truly deserves a dedicated and equally experienced lawyer. After some careful consideration, it is with utmost regret that I have to inform you I do not have the capabilities required for a case of this complexity at this time. Reject a recent case for 2 cents due to missing capabilities. 2 cents, I don't know. It would not be described to go into this case half-heartedly. I'm sure you will understand my... Whoa, he just fucking linked his bank account? Okay. Not be described to go into this case half-heartedly. I'm sure you will understand my decision. Again, thank you for your trust and effort put into your proposal. My hope is to be able to work with you in the future cases when circumstances have changed. Until then, I wish you all the best with your case. Sincerely, Joseph Langley. Why would you just have that in your email? My God, my throat is so dry. Yeah. Dear Mr. Langley, once again, I want to thank you for having been available for meetings so spontaneously last Thursday evening. Although I do not wish to rush you, you will understand that in a case like ours, time is of the essence. Therefore, I wanted to ask whether or not you have already come to a decision. Yeah, no. Our meeting. Nope, that's the one I just read. Feedback on your request. Ooh, it's a Karen. Hey Joseph, I've gone through your books for the 3rd time this morning as you requested, and sadly I can confirm what I told you earlier. You may not notice it right now because it's a slow decline, but you're on your way to hit rock bottom some black day in the future. I was like, man, I'm so surprised at how much he seems to actually care about Cassandra, you know? I want to be all like, this age difference thing, it's real not okay, especially with her being clearly not in an okay mental health space. She is very easy to manipulate right now for someone who understands the way she's feeling better than she does. And a very experienced old man who's a lawyer and knows how to talk his way around shit like this is very good at manipulating that. And I was like... He's showing signs of not really caring, but then suddenly he was caring. It's because she has money. He loves her. He wants her in his life for the same reason Harrison did. They want money. Business isn't running so well, it seems. Too few crimes, I suppose. He must be doing something right. All the more reason for him to suddenly start making bombings happen. Excuse me for sounding like a broken record, but there are major issues I see. Apart from the number of clients dropping steadily, your expenses since the end of 2016, especially via that credit card of yours, went up a whopping 218%. 2016. Is that when Cassandra got arrested? Winters. Watergate. Who's Miss Winters? Then this is a reoccurring... any idea what the reason for that might be? Then there's this reoccurring donation that has been going on for some time. I can respect if you want to help out a friend or something, but you have to stop at some point, seriously. If all of those expenses are a must, well, I would definitely agree with laying off Miss Winters, as you mentioned. Who is Miss Winters? Due to the fact that your clients are dropping anyway, why have a dedicated secretary around any longer than needed? Or get her to work part-time, probably Laverne Winters. Or find someone who will work part-time for a lower hourly rate, ideally. Cheers, Karen Manuel, freelance financial advisor. Ugly, but not our concern. Yeah. Investigative custody of our client. Dear Mr. Langley, regarding your request to release your client Cassandra Watergate from investigative custody, we unfortunately have to inform you that your request has been denied. Though it is true Miss Watergate is undoubtedly not directly involved in the incident known as the Bontton bombings, we have multiple indications connecting Miss Watergate to a group known as Thought, which is in turn associated with the alleged perpetrator of said bombings. Investigations have also brought up new evidence in the earlier case of the injury of a police officer, which demands reopening of said criminal case. Double jeopardy is a law for a reason. Well, that's the end of that. Into private, I need to ask you a favor. My dear friend in dubio, if I may address you by that name once more. Now we're friends. Maybe this friendship is worth investigating further then. Yes, we already did. We already knew that. I hope this mail finds you in good health. First of all, I would like to apologize for not having been able to write you as often as I should have. I hope you don't think I avoided writing, due to asking you about ongoing financial support for Nina. It wasn't that. I should not have asked in the first place, and yet here I am asking again. He might have supported the bombing's perpetrator? We have to investigate this further. Look for hints if there really was an ongoing financial support. Well, we will. There's a young woman, her name is Cassandra, who is a member of my debate club. She has undeservedly stumbled into trouble very recently and requires nothing but the best defense attorney. Of course, you immediately sprung to my mind after the wonderful job you did as counsel in my case. Without a doubt, you must have heard about the riots at Freedom Plaza 2 days ago. Probably also about the injured police officer. I will not beat around the bush. Cassandra is the prime suspect for said injury, so taking on this case might bring some PR headwind with it. She claims not to have done the deed, and I'm willing to believe her. Should you be willing to take on her legal defense, I'd be more than grateful. I will cover any costs in full, whatever you might need. Let me know your thoughts, Abraham. So this is why they knew each other. Abraham Goodfellas was his client. Which raises the question, what was his case? That it does. That it does. Well, we finished the mails page. There's lots more in the desktop to go through. There's more things in the listener. And there's more things in the reader. For next time. And for now, you guys have yourselves a wonderful night.